Welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Got a handful of articles I'd like to discuss, and I believe they're pretty important, but I think there is a happy ending to the story. The U.S. Senate Banking Committee discusses blockchain-based digital dollar. And if you follow us on Twitter, then you saw we shared a handful of videos, but we did do a recap here on YouTube and put most of those videos in it. So feel free to check that out if you're interested and you have not seen it. The U.S. Senate Banking Committee has engaged in a second hearing on the possibility of a blockchain-based U.S. dollar. We typically call those CBDCs. Things I found interesting in this specific article is here. A digital dollar in this context refers to a blockchain-based U.S. currency, as all major fiat currency is accessible digitally. The U.S. Federal Reserve was able to expand its balance sheet from less than 4 trillion USD to over 7 trillion USD since the start of 2020 because they printed more U.S. dollars, a process that is impossible for digital assets like Bitcoin. The Senate also discussed stablecoins during a second hearing. With all of the volatility in the crypto markets, stablecoins like Tether have become extremely popular. Tether is USDT, and it has the third highest market cap for any token after Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as the headline states here, the digital dollar isn't going to be like Bitcoin. We'll move on from there. The Bank of Canada digital dollar to focus on accessibility and inclusion. A digital dollar could be available to all Canadians with a focus on accessibility and inclusion, according to a report published by the country's central bank. The Bank of Canada said it was aiming to develop a central bank digital currency, the CBDC, that could mimic banknotes on the blockchain, providing the same availability and accessibility people have come to expect from fiat cash. Something I highlighted, the proposals for the digital dollar come at a time of increasing interest in CBDCs from central banks around the world. Get into another quick article, and I'll summarize my thoughts on these. Philippines SEC just denounced the top Ethereum dApp as a Ponzi. Forsage is the number one dApp on Ethereum, a likely Ponzi, and is responsible for rising ETH transaction fees. The most popular Ethereum dApp in the world has been deemed an unregistered security by the Philippines SEC. Forsage is a multi-level marketing scheme, hogged 13% of the Ethereum network over the past 24 hours, and is partially responsible for the rising Ethereum transaction fees. The gas-guzzling Ethereum dApp accounts for 25% of activity on Ethereum network and has been denounced as a potential Ponzi scheme by the Philippine Securities and Exchange Commission. I'd like to discuss another section of this article. The SEC advisory notice stated, based on numerous reports and information gathered by the Commission, the entity operating under the name Forsage, headed by Lado Akhnatov, is found to be engaging in investment-taking activities in the Philippines, which is not authorized by the Commission. According to the SEC, Forsage's so-called smart contract partakes in the nature of securities through an investment contract where investors need not exert any effort other than to invest or place money in its scheme in order to profit. And the SEC notice stated, Forsage claims that its program will continue to function even if the website forsage.io is closed for any reason. It even implied that the government cannot shut it down because it is decentralized and thus free from any authority. But when asked if the SEC had any power whatsoever to close down Forsage, Castanguy seemed doubtful. Such is the nature of Ethereum's permissionless blockchain technology. And in the days since the SEC's announcement, usage of the Forsage app hasn't halted. At time of writing, Forsage is the most popular Ethereum-based app in existence with 4,341 users over the past 24 hours, and according to DAP Stats, data shows that 2.86 million USD passed through the DAP in the day alone, equating to over 12,000 Ethereum. My thought is, we know the US dollar, as they're stating, is not going to be another Bitcoin, and they've stated their challenges with Ethereum. So we will see where it goes, but we do know that Ripple is connected all the way to the president, including the Executive Order 13772, and on the forms on page 194. We do know that the Bank of Canada has stated the stable coins of Ripple and Stellar, and they are the best. XRP Ripple focused on the wholesale side of the financial institutions, and we have retail. The best suited case is Stellar. So I thought that was pretty interesting as these articles came out. Vechain also has been a surprising pump the past few days. Vechain price analysis sky's the limit as VET charts 65% gains over 7 days. VET saw a massive price surge over the past 24 hours as the cryptocurrency reached 0.168, and the coin has been on a rampage this week after exploding by a total of 65% against Bitcoin. VET created a fresh 19-month high as it reached the 180 sat level. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I wanted to share that because if you are a Vechain holder and you do have VET in your portfolio, I know right now you're probably sitting there with a big smile on your face. I wanted to discuss something here. Ripple Rich had actually tagged me, and thank you, Ripple Rich. IRS seeks info on tracing privacy coins and the Lightning Network transactions for a pilot program. I want to get into this article a little bit, and I have a few others pulled up that I feel are pretty important in regards to this issue as well. The quick take: the IRS is collecting information for a cryptocurrency investigation pilot program, and specifically, the IRS is seeking information about software applications it can use to track transactions tied to privacy coins and layer 2 protocols like Lightning. As the IRS explains, this RFI is associated with a pilot IRS Criminal Investigation Division, the CI program. CI Cybercrimes is requesting information about systems that will allow developers and testers to conduct investigative research of distributed ledger transactions involving privacy cryptocurrency coins, e.g. Monero, XMR, Zcash, ZEC, Dash, DASH, Grin, GRIN, Komodo, KMD, Verge, XVG, and Horizon, ZEN. Layer 2 off-chain protocol networks, e.g. Lightning Network, LN, the Raiden Network, the Stellar Network, and sidechains, e.g. Plasma and Omisigo, and tracing challenges following the integration of the Schnorr signature algorithm. Another article: the IRS has released its first crypto tax guidance update since 2014. And finally, the new crypto tax guidance from the IRS. Noteworthy is a new guidance regarding how to handle hard forks and airdrops, clarification that specific identification can be used for cost basis calculations, and clarification that transfers are not taxable events. And another article with the new updated 1040, how the IRS is cracking down on crypto tax compliance. And let's scroll right back down into that. On February 23, 2018, Coinbase notified a group of approximately 13,000 customers concerning a summons from the IRS regarding their Coinbase accounts, and the court ordered Coinbase to provide taxpayer ID, name, birth date, address, and historical transaction records for certain higher transaction customers during the 2013 to 2015 period. And let's scroll back down into the updated 1040 Schedule 1. The new question reads: if you did your taxes or had your accountant or financial service do your taxes, was at any time during 2019, did you receive, sell, send, exchange, or otherwise acquire any financial interest in any virtual currency? And under penalty of perjury, over 150 million Americans are now required to answer this question. By requiring taxpayers to officially check yes or no, the IRS is no longer allowing crypto holders to unknowingly leave out their crypto income on their return. Those who check no, who do indeed have crypto holdings, can face criminal charges for intentionally misrepresenting themselves on their tax return. And that leads me to something I've been very excited about recently. Their new platform that lets users trade crypto and gold in a personal IRA. And the interesting thing is with, for one, the IRS has been continuing to show their iron fist when it comes to taxing crypto users, traders, and investors. Number two, in October 19, when they issued the formal virtual currency tax guidance. Number three, they followed up in December 2019 by issuing an updated 1040 Schedule 1 form. And number fourth point is most recently in May 2020, they solicited contractors to assist in crypto tax audits. And, the interesting thing here with the new solution, as they're stating, and we discuss, and there's a link in the description below if you are interested in this fits you, is iTrustCapital. iTrustCapital offers the new platform where users can easily set up an individual retirement account, fund it, and use it to begin trading cryptocurrencies, and even with precious metals. For example, iTrust clients never have to worry about reporting to the IRS, which is now a big deal coming out in a lot of different articles. And again, thank you, Ripple Rich, for tagging me in that. iTrust clients can trade as much as they want without any taxable events. And iTrust clients will never get a scary letter from the IRS regarding their crypto trading or investing. So I thought that was pretty amazing. I hadn't heard of any other opportunities as amazing as this that directly connect to your cryptocurrency and your 401 IRAs, your long-term investing, that also protect you from the IRS. So as again, we're moving away from the pioneerism into like the adoption and the opportunistic side of this new technology, where there's a lot of beautiful opportunities. I wanted to share this as there's a lot of people who are messaging me in private and requesting this. So I figure if there are that many people interested, I'm going to continue to discuss the options for your exit strategies and how to protect your income. As we say here, we don't believe in the FOMO. It happens, yes, absolutely, but we don't promote that. We're going to share content and make sure that you keep the income that you receive. Protect yourself, protect your money, so that if this is a new thing for you and you no longer have to work again, if you are one of the major success stories, that you can keep that and you never have to work another day in your life unless you choose to. So again, protect yourself, guys, protect your money as you grow, as you launch and we take off and we see the moon views, so to speak. Protect yourself, protect your money. We're looking out for you and trying to make sure that when you do see this success, that you get to keep it for the rest of your life. All right, guys, again, everything is available in the description below. So I want to leave you with a final thought. Don't call it a dream, call it a plan. And remember, guys, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.